I had to deal with a lot of trauma to get to this point. Like, that's also, we were talking about at the beginning. I'm also not ashamed of anything I went through romantically. I also think it's one of my superpowers that I went through those things and I still have such a softness for love.
Khloe Kardashian openly reveals her past heartaches along with betrayals and complicating love relationships which people have observed over time. The ability to turn her painful experiences into superpowers is what she describes as one of her assets. Through multiple public relationships, Khloe has experienced relationship scandals as well as cheating scandals which most people would rather keep private. Khloe's answer might surprise you. The meaning behind everything she does: rejects, revenge and regrets, so she remains focused on a pinnacle truth. Let's get to know each other. The past experiences in Khloe Kardashian's life remain visible instead of concealed. She is owning it. The second episode of Khloe and Wonderland featured an extensive conversation where the host Khloe Kardashian discussed love heartbreak alongside Jay Shetty. And she made one thing clear. Throughout her life, Khloe shows no embarrassment regarding every step she had to endure. Throughout multiple years, people have followed her romantic relationships unfold through public view. The highs, the lows, and the betrayals. The heartbreak with Tristan Thompson? She carried this agony out in the open for everyone to witness. It was a public spectacle. She identifies facing heartbreak as one of her abilities, according to Khloe. Despite the destruction of their romance, Khloe did not succumb to destruction. She maintains good cooperation with Tristan to raise their children despite their split.
Khloe Kardashian officially splits with Tristan Thompson. E! News confirms the famous couple has broken up 10 months after the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star gave birth to their daughter True Thompson in April 2018.
That is what matters to her. She focuses completely on the welfare of her children at this moment. Love is not her priority and she does not perceive any void in her life. The message she conveys to others specifically stresses that child-free dating relationships are different from what she chooses now. And here is the twist. She has never been happier. She has chosen to stop dating 3 years back. She dedicated 3 years to develop self-awareness while she discovered her true identity along with personal evolution. She acknowledged how people choose new relationships to escape dealing with their internal struggles. The authentic transformations in life occur when you remove the distractions. Because genuine self-work requires sitting with your own self. She has dedicated her time to exactly this transformation. Khloe keeps her future open for the possibility of genuine love in her life. The prospect of starting a relationship exists for her when the right individual enters her life who matches her family dynamics. She decides against deliberate search activities for romantic love. She is done chasing. The next time she loves, it will be different. She endured sufferings which exceeded what many people could cope with. Although every experience brought her challenges, she continues to support all her moments. She accepts that all those difficult experiences transformed her into who she is today. They made her stronger. The hardships of life failed to remove her tender side alongside her faith in romantic love. So, what is next for Khloe? She does not possess all the answers that are required in life right now. She currently finds herself without this particular need for the first extended period. She sees all her past attachments without seeing them as failed relationships or experiences from her past she wishes to change. She labels this sequence of events her journey to which life led her. It wasn't always this way. During her previous broken-hearted moments she used to escape to nightclubs and other diversions for relief. According to her, she would have buried her sorrow by heading into meaningless hookups 10 years ago. However, she looks at life now, at age 40, stands in contrast to how she used to view it before. Sitting with what she chooses to name healthy isolation marks her current stance. A time to reflect. A time to heal. But healing isn't easy. Her lesson about non-personal relationship perception developed through faith, according to the response she shared with Jay Shetty.
And I'm so happy. I feel so fulfilled. And I also love that I've taken about 3 years off of dating. And I feel like I've really got to know myself on a deeper level.
According to her faith, extended beyond mere terminology. It was an anchor during her theological studies in School, she developed fascination for multiple religions, but she consistently discovered the same truth: something higher than humans exists. And this realization changed everything. She stopped blaming herself. She ceased her habit of asking questions about why events took their specific courses. The clarity came to her that her self-blame was wrong, since no one had ever doubted her worth. The teaching she required and the growth she needed to experience served as the true purpose behind these events. She approached her prayers by having relaxed discussions with God instead of performing formal religious practices. She engaged in conversations about life and put forth inquiries, and expressed her emotions through tears. Through the various discussions, she discovered clarity about herself. She experienced this period in her life, and it taught her essential lessons, yet it failed to shape her identity. The experience would stay with her through her life's journey, yet it remained a part of her path ahead of her ultimate goal. The process of growth produces discomfort as a natural result. Self-discovery through this experience brought unexpected moments where you will face who you are. Her prayers were no longer routine recitations. They were desperate conversations. She spoke, she pleaded, she wept. And in those moments, she uncovered a truth that would change everything. This was only a chapter. It did not define her. It was not the ending. It was the making of her. But here's the gut-wrenching truth: growth is agony. It rips you open, exposing everything you tried to hide. Since it serves as a starting platform, therefore she directs her steps toward what? She continues to pen the future aspects to her life even as she writes today. The electrifying essence appears to be the most exciting aspect of all. On the debut episode of her podcast, Kardashian followed up her emotional chat with Scott Disick by making her position even more explicit. True and Tatum, along with their daughter,
about my life and like mistakes that I did. And I'm like, here's what I've done, what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me. And like even recently, like he's starting to really like girls. And obviously, girls like him.
True occupy the top position in her life priorities. She openly declared that partnership was of no concern to her. Not now. Maybe not ever. The situation turns complicated at this point. Massive outburst. So where does that leave her? She refuses to join any game other than her present life, where she stands right where she wants to be, completely focused on her children while ignoring all the distractions and free of other people's demands. But the question remains, is she truly content being alone, or is she just waiting for the right person to prove her wrong? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and comment.